Well, we have another question here that says, solve the following equations. Okay. I start by writing. Okay, let's start. We have like question 1. That says a 3. Okay, let's say we're doing B1. B1, 3 to the power of x equal to 9. Now, we do know that 9 is a square number, so we can write it as 3 to the x equal to 3 squared, okay? Now, the fact that we have like a common basis, remember the property in math that says like if you have like a to the m, okay, equal to a to the n, what we do, we drop the basis and then we equate the exponents, okay, m equal n. Now, this is what we're going to apply here. We're going to drop the basis here, 3, and then say that x equal to 2. Now, question B2, we have like 3x equal 9. Now, in this case, we can divide both sides by 3. So you divide by 3 both sides to get rid of the coefficient there, and then that makes x is equal to 3. And then next question is question 3, that is a 3 squared, okay, B3. It's 3 squared, 3x squared, actually, 3x squared equal to 27. So again, over here, we can divide both sides by 27, okay, by 3, both sides of the equal sign by 3. And then divided by 3, this means we have like x squared equal to 9. Now, 9 is a square number, so we can write it as x squared equal to 3 squared. So now it's the similar property to the property listed here in red before, is that if you have like a to the m equal to b to the m, okay, when the exponents are equal, like this implies the bases are also equal. So when we drop the exponents, we equate the bases. So this means that x equal to 3. That was question, and then question 4, B4, I can write it here. B4 says that 3x squared equal to 27x. Now we can start by simplifying the equation. So we divide by 3 both sides of the equation. I don't want to divide by x. I can't divide by 3x. We divide by 3. Okay, why we cannot divide by x? X being a variable, in case it is equal to 0, for instance, division by 0 will be ruled out. So we cannot divide by 3x here. We divide by 3, and then this will be x squared equal to 9x. Okay, and then if I move the 9x over, that makes x squared equal to x squared minus 9x equals 0. Then we can take x for the common factor, and then we have left with x minus 9 equals 0, and this implies that x is equal to 0 or x minus 9 equals 0. This means that x equal to positiveness. So these two are the solution of these equation. Now we're going to do question C. That says solve for x. Okay, if we have like this inequality here. Now I'm gonna move this a little bit up there. So question C says solve for x. We have like -2 lesser than 2 minus 2x over 3 lesser than 10. Okay, so over here we can just move the 2 over and then move also the 2 on the other. Actually, what we do, we want to get rid of these 2. We will minus by 2 both sides. Okay, we minus 2 here, we minus 2 there, and then we minus 2 there by 2 also that side. Then this implies what? -4 lesser than -2 over 3, x lesser than 8. Now we want to get rid of this coefficient. So if we want to get rid of this, we must multiply by the inverse of the fraction. So you know everything when you multiply by inverse, it's gonna be 1. For example, if I have like 4, okay, maybe let's just take here. We have like -2/3. I want to get rid of it, so I'll multiply by 3/2. Okay, because I know that 3 and 3 we cancel, and 2 and 2 we cancel. Okay, now if I need to cancel the negative sign also, I must multiply by another negative there. So this is what I'm gonna do. Over here, I multiply by -3/2. Okay, I multiply there also by -3/2, there also by -3/2. Now, doing that, this will become -3/2 multiplied by -4 lesser than, I know this is going to be, okay, now, remember when we multiply with a negative number, the inequality changes also, it switches the sides. Instead of being like lesser than, it will become greater than. Okay, so it becomes greater than x, and then also here the lesser than become greater than 8 multiplied by -3/2. There is an invisible one there also, so we can simplify. Negative and negative cancel, 2 and 4, we're left with 2 there. So this will make 2 times 3, 6. So 6 is greater than x. X is greater than, there also we simplify that, and that we left with 4. 4 times -3 is -12. So that makes -12. Now we can rewrite this in ascending order. So it's going to be -12 lesser than x, lesser than 6. See the order: 6 greater than x, greater than -12. So if we reverse it, it's going to be -12 greater than x, and lesser than x, and x lesser than 6. Okay, that was question C. Now we're going to do question D here that says solve for P if P plus 24 over P equals to 11. Hence, solve for X if this expression equals to 11. Now, let's do it. D, what you have, P plus 24 over P equals to 11, okay? Now, to solve this, we can make a common denominator, okay? Because here the denominator is P, and over there the denominator is just 1. There also 1. Okay, we can make everything with a common denominator. So the LCM for this equation is just P. So if I times here by, if I want to make it P, I'll times here by P. I'll times there also by P. Okay, over here I'll times by P to make a common denominator with that one. Okay, and then I'll times by P the numerator to keep the fraction the same, because P over P, this P and that P can be simplified. Okay, so I'll do the same over here also. I times by P, and then I times also by P there. Now this will become what? P squared over P plus 24 over P equal to 11 P over P. Now the fact that the denominator are common, okay, within the equation, in this equation, we can just drop this denominator and then equate the numerator. So this will become what? P squared plus 24 equal to 11P. So we can move the 11P over. That makes like P squared minus 11P plus 24 equals 0. Now we have like a quadratic trinomial. We can just place in P within the brackets equal to 0. We do that because the leading coefficients here is just 1. Okay, when you don't see the coefficients, understand it's 1, and in this case we can just place the p's in the bracket like that, and then look at the last term, which is positive 24. So I'll write here positive 24, and then I will list all the factors of 24, preferably in ascending order. Okay, so they are like 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Okay, so now I ask myself which couple of the factors of 24 will make a sum equal to -11. Now let's see. It's only possible with -3 of 3 and 8. With 3 and 8, we can make 11. So how can it be -11 if it's -3 and -8? So I'll make a -3 and -8 there. Then this will make that p minus 3 equals 0 or p minus 8 equals 0. Why am I saying that? Because the property says that when you have like a multiplied by b equals 0, this implies that a equals 0 or b equals 0. This is the law, one of the property math. Then this means that p equals 3 or p equals 8. Okay, that was D1. Now D2 says hence solve for x if this expression equals to 11. Okay, there is a way of solving this. Because I have like x squared minus 2x here, the numerator, x squared minus 2x at the denominator, I can just call this p. You understand? We can call it p, or we can call it p. It is exactly as what we did here. P plus 24 over p equal 11. Now, in this case, our p is x squared minus 2x. So, I'm gonna write here d2. So we wanna say x squared minus 2x equal to 3, or x squared minus 2x equal to 8. Okay, so I'll move the 3 over. That makes x squared minus 2x minus 3 is 0, or x squared minus 2x minus 8 is 0. We can factorize then. We can factorize here equals 0, or x there. We can factorize this y because we have a quadratic trinomial and the leading coefficient here is just 1. Okay, there also it's 1. So we can say, I'm gonna look at the last term, it's -3, and then the factors of -3, you know, just 1 and 3. Okay, so if we ask ourselves, how can we get a sum that will make -2? This is possible if we have like a +1 and a -3. So that makes a +1 and -3 there. Same also over there. We look at the last term, which is -8. Okay, then I'm gonna write here -8. At least the factors of 8, they are 1 and 8, 2 and 4. Okay, if I need the sum equal to -2, then what I can do, I can get -2. I can't get -2 from with 1 and 8, but with 2 and 4, yes, I can, if it's a +2 and a -4. Okay, so I say +2 here and then -4 there. Then over here, this means x plus 1 is 0, or x minus 3 is 0. So that means x is -1, or x is 3. And on the other side also, this means x plus 2 is 0, or x minus 4 is 0, which means x is -2, or x is 4. Now the solution here, you can call it like that. The solution can be, I prefer to write in ascending order, -2, -1, 3, and 4. Okay, that's the solution for this equation. Thank you. Well, we have another question here, question E. It says that given these two equations, and then the question says solve for x and y simultaneously using question 1, say elimination method. Okay, so by elimination is like I first prefer to label my equations. I call it like equation 1, and this one equation 2. Now elimination method, I'll say here 4x minus 2y equal 8, and there we have like x minus 3y equals 7. So I need to choose a variable to eliminate here. I prefer to choose x to eliminate. So to eliminate that, I'll times here this whole equation by 4. Okay, so this will be 4x, or let's just say times here by -4. Yeah, or just by 4. Okay, it's fine. So that's going to be like 4x minus 2y equal 8. That's equation 1. And equation 2 will become like 4x minus 12y equal to 27. No, 28. 28. Okay. So if I do 4x minus 4x, now I'm minusing them. Okay. I'm minusing the equations. 4x minus 4x falls. Negative 2y minus 12y. This will make negative 2y plus 12y. So this makes 10y. And then 8 minus 28 is 18. What am I talking? 20. Negative 20 actually. Negative 20. Now to get the value of y, it's if I divide both sides by 2 by 10. Okay. By 10, and then y will be equal to negative 2. Then that I got the value of y, I can substitute it in either equation 1 or equation 2. I prefer to do that in equation 2. So this will be like, we have like x minus 3y equals 7, okay? So that makes x minus 3y equal 7 now. Y is negative 2. That will make x plus 6 equals 7. So if I move the 6 over, it's going to be 7 minus 6, which is 1. So that's the value of x. Okay, so therefore x is 1 and y is negative 2. So that's the first method. The second method here is substitution method. So in substitution method, I'll look at equation 2 here because I choose it because I think here it's easier to make x subset of the formula. So x minus 3y equals 7, okay? I can move the negative 3y over. That makes x equal to 3y plus 7, okay? Then we can sub in the value of x in equation 1. Equation 1, which was given by 4x minus 2y equal 8. So this will become 4 x minus 2y equal 8. I'll sub in the value of x, which is 3y plus 7. So this will be 12y plus 28 minus 2y equal 8. Then 12y minus 2y makes 10y. And then 8 minus 28 is negative 20, because if I move 28 over, it's going to be like negative 20. Then we can divide here by 10, and then also by 10, and then we'll get the value of y, which is negative 2. So now that we got the value of y, we can substitute y in equation 2, which was given by x minus 3y equal 7. So it makes x minus 3y equals 7. That was negative 2. And then as we did it over here, you can see that x is just 1. Okay. Now, because that makes positive 6, if we move 6 there, 7 minus 6 is just 1. Now, that was method 2. And question 3 says the graphical method. Okay. The graphical method consists here of first we're going to find the intercept. Okay. Now let's first draw the Cartesian plane. I'm going to do the Cartesian plane. This is the x-axis. Okay. And then we're going to make also the y-axis, the vertical axis. Okay, so or we can just um um now for the first equation, which was given by 4x minus 2y equal 8. Okay, we need to find we need to make like give y a certain value, any value that we like. I prefer 0 because it makes it much easier. If y has a value of 0, for instance, we'll have like 4x equal 8, which means x will be equal to 2 when we divide both sides by 2. Okay, and then if then x, this is if x, if y is 0. Now if x is equal to 0, so I sub in a value of 0 there, this will be like negative 2y equal 8, which means y will be equal to negative 4. Now we can find the point over here in the Cartesian plane. So I count here 1, 2, and then 1. Let's say, negative 4 is there, and then 2 is there. So the point of intersection will be there. Okay. What else? For the other points, for the other equation, which was given by x minus 3y equals 7. Okay. So over here, if x has a value of 0, for instance, I say if x is 0, which will make what? No, if x is 0, it's not going to work. Let's start with y 0. I mean, it's still going to work, but I don't want to work with fractions, okay? So if y is 0, we have like x is equal to 7, okay? Let's say 7 is somewhere there. And then if x, I'll give x a value of 4, for instance. Yes, I know I say 4. But any value will work. I just don't want to work with fractions. If x is 4, we will have like 4 minus 3y equals 7. If I move the 4 over, it's going to be like 3y equal to 3. Negative 3y equal to 3. And then that would make y equal to negative 1. Now, y will be negative 1. So if negative 4 is there, negative 2 can be there. And then negative 1 can be there by there. And then, so we have another point there. Okay. Hold on a second. Over here, I didn't set this point correctly. I'll take the values here. If we said that if y is 0, x is 2, okay? So if y is 0, x is 2, y is 0 here, x is 2 there. So so this is the point. And then if x is 0, we found that y is negative 4. So I was right. X is 0, y is negative 4. So this is the point negative 4. So these two here, so this one and that one forms a point. So we can connect them. I don't want to zoom in, but let's keep it like this. So these two will make a straight line. Okay. Okay. This makes the line of the equation 4x minus 2y equal 8. Now, for this other one, we say that if y is 0, x is 7, let's say 7 is 10. So we have this is point. And then with if x is 4, y is -1. So let's say 4 is somewhere there. Y is -1, -1 is somewhere there. So here is the point of intersection, is this one. Now we can connect the two also. We can connect this point these 2 points. I'll change the color. Let's take this one. All right. So this is the point of intersection. Okay. Yeah. This is the line 4x minus 2y equal 8. And then the other one is the line x minus 3y equals 7. So yeah, this is how the graph may look like. This is the point of intersection. Thank you. Now we're going to do question F. The question says that solve for x and y simultaneously using the method of your choice. Okay. I'll write the equation here. 5x minus 3y equals 10. I prefer the elimination method for cases like this. Now, equation 2, we need to be careful. This is equation 1, and that's equation 2. I need to rearrange it in the same order as in the equation 1, you see? So instead of me writing 2y here, I'm going to write over here -3x, and then positive 2y equal to 12, okay? So then the x's are grouped, are ranked, and the y's. Now I can times, I want to eliminate a variable. I prefer to eliminate y. So I see how the equation is presented. They need to have like a common value here. So how can I get, I need to find the LCM for 3 and 2, okay, which is 6. So to get 6, it means that I must times here by 2, and then I times there by 3. So the equation would become then 10x minus 6y equal to 20. And then the other one will be negative 9x minus no, plus 6y equal to 36. Now, if I add the two equations, 10x minus 9x is x, and then negative 6x plus negative 6y plus 6y cancels out. So x will be equal to 20 plus 36, which is 56. That's the value of x. Now, I'll substitute that value in the other equation, which is negative 3x plus 2y, okay, equal to 12. I sub the value of x, which is 56. So this will be negative 3x plus 56 times 2 is 112 equal to 12. So if I move this over, that makes negative 3x equal to 1 equal to negative 100, okay, because 12 minus 112 is 100. And then we can also divide both sides by negative 3. So 106. Oh, I substituted the wrong variable because this is 2y, so it's not really that. Okay, let's just use equation 2 here, which was 2y minus 3x equal 12. So that makes 12y minus 3x then equal to 12, okay? Substitute 56 there, and that would be 2y minus 3 times 56 will be 168. Oh, let's just check here. 3 times 56. Yes, 158. So that makes 168 equal 12. If I move 12 plus 168, so this is equal to 180, and then that means y equal to 90. So the solution is like x is equal to 56, or y equal to 90. Thank you. Well, we have another question here that says solve for x in the equation, that equation, okay, equal to 0 if y equal to -2 or y equal to 4. All right, in this case, when we have like a product like this equal to 0, okay, I want to really worry about the condition given here. The solution would be, I look at there, it means that 2x minus 1 equals 0, or y plus 2 equals 0, okay? So now, this part here, regardless of the value of y, it will not really affect my value of x. This means that x equal to a half. So whether y is 2 or -2 or 4, whatever it is, the answer will always be x is a half. You can check it yourself. Substitute 2 for y, or substitute -2 for y and 4 for y. The answer will always be x equal to a half. Okay, thank you. Well, we have another question here. The question says that given x plus 1 over x equal 5 with x greater than 1. Now, question 1 says x squared plus 1 over x squared. We need to calculate x. Okay, let's say 1 here. We have like x squared. First of all, yeah, we need to find the value of x squared plus 1 over x squared. Okay, what do we have there? It says that x plus 1 over x equal 5. Okay, the condition is given that x is greater than 1. Now, if we raise this to the power of 2, for instance, to the power of 2, both sides to the power of 2, this will be, the property says that when you have like a plus minus b to the power of 2, this is a squared plus minus 2b, no, 2ab plus b squared, okay? So in this case, you know that my a here is x, and then my b is 1 over x. So this would be like a squared, so x squared plus, okay, because we're using the plus, we're not going to take the minus, so plus here, plus 2ab, so 2 times x times 1 over x, plus b squared, so 1 over x raised to the power of 2, okay, equal to 25. Now, this will be equal to x squared plus, here x and x can be simplified, and then we have like plus 2, okay, plus 1 over x squared equal to 25. Now, if we move, okay, this positive 2 over, this will become like x squared plus 1 over x squared equal to, so in other words, like we minus by 2 here, we minus by 2 there, so this will be 23. So x squared plus 1 over x squared equal to 23. Okay, and then question 2 says x minus 1 over x. Then what about it? Okay, in this case, we can do like we can complete what am I saying? Okay, let's first work out with x plus 1 over x equal 5. So if we want to get rid of the denominator, one way is like we can times the whole equation by x, or we can just say here it's 1 what we times by x, there also times by x, over there we times also by x. We divide by x and then we times also by x. Now that the denominator are common, we can just do this, that, and then this will make x squared plus 1 equal to 5x. So if I move this 5x over, this will become x squared minus 5x plus 1 equals 0. Okay. Now, with x minus 1 over x, okay, this can be also like if I want to get rid of the denominator x, I'll times it by x, I'll times it also by x, and then we can cancel the denominator, and then we'll have like x squared minus 1. Okay. Then we can get this answer by calculating here. Over here, we can use what they call the quadratic formula. It is given by x squared. Okay, sorry. X will be equal to minus b plus minus square root of what b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay. Where the quadratic equation itself is like ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Now, here the coefficients are like a equal 1, b equal to -5, and then c equal 1. Okay, a is the coefficient of x squared, which is the invisible one there, 1 over here by x squared, and then b will be -5, the coefficient of x, and then c is the constant term 1. Now we can find what is the value of x if we substitute the coefficients here. So it's going to be like -b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, so 2a. Then we can sub in the values of b is -5, -5 squared minus 4a is 1, and then c is 1, and then a is 1 also. Then we can get what is x. We can use a calculator for that. We can use a calculator like this. I am going to sub in, okay, we have like the fraction, negative there, open bracket, minus 5, close bracket there, and then plus, and then square root of -5 raised to the power of 2, and then minus 4 times 1, okay, times 1, close brackets, and then all over 2a, which is 1. Now if we hit equal, and then we get like 5 plus minus, okay, the answer is 5 plus minus square root of 21 over 2. Now there are two solutions here, one with the positive, the other with the negative. Okay, so if I press with the positive, I press there, and then we have like x is equal to 4. Okay, let's be 4,79, 4,79 with the negative. I delete there, place the negative, and then we have that's gonna be 0,0, or x is equal to 0,21. Now, over here we got like x minus 1 over x equal to x squared minus 1. Now, so if we just this is x, right? this is x, those are the value of x. So we can just raise this to the power of 2. This will be like to equal to positive. The answer is there, and then answer raised to the power of 2 will be equal to that's 23 plus 5. And then if you press SD, that makes 22.96 minus 1 now. Minus 1. That makes x equal to 21 plus minus square root of 5 square root of 21 over 2. Okay, this is the solution. It generates two answers. Press SD there, ST, and then that makes 21.96. One is x is equal to 21.96, or with it negative, okay. I need to start over. That makes 5 minus square root of 21 over 2, okay, equal that. This answer raised to the power of 2 equal that, and then if we minus 1 to this answer and then press SD, we get negative 0.96. So or x equal to negative 0.96. Those are the two solutions. Okay. And then question 3 says x cubed plus 1 over x cubed. So I can see here question 3, we have like we need to prove that what's the value of x cubed plus 1 over x cubed. Now we do know that x plus 1 over x equal 5. Okay, if we raise both sides to the power of 2, to the power of 3, okay, there's a formula for this. Okay, the formula says that if you have like a plus b to the power of 3, this is equal to a cubed, okay, plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed, okay. Or if you're unsure, just do a plus b times a plus b times a plus b. You will get this formula. So now I prefer to apply this formula here and then say this will be x cubed, because in this case my a is x, my b is 1 over x, so it's going to be x cubed plus 3, okay, a squared, so times x squared times b, which is 1 over x, plus 3 times a, which is x, times b squared, which is 1 over x squared, plus b cubed, which is 1 over x to the power of 3. Okay, we can simplify. So that makes x cubed, and then x squared and x can be simplified. Okay, that will be x cubed plus 3x plus that makes 3x times 1 over x squared plus 1 over x cubed. So we can simplify that and that. That will make what? Okay, on the right hand side, 5 cubed is 125. Okay, 125. That makes what? X cubed plus 3x plus 3 over x. Okay, plus 1 over x cubed. Now, if you look at this part, 3x and plus 3 over x, we can do something there. That's x cubed plus, we can take 3 for common factor because that's a common factor there. And then plus 1 over x cubed. If we take x cubed for 3 for the common factor, we're left with x plus 1 over x. And now this part here is just equal 5. to 5. This is just 5. So this is like x cubed plus 3 multiplied by 5. 3 multiplied by 5. Okay, equal 125, equal 125. Okay, plus 1 over x cubed equals to 125. Now all this makes 15, right? All this makes 15. So if I move the 15 over, that makes like x cubed plus 1 over x cubed equal to 125 minus 15. And then that makes x cubed plus 1 over x to the power of 3 equal to 110. That's the answer. We have another question here that says, given this fraction, this expression equal to 1, and then they say for which values of x this equation is undefined. Well, the equation will be undefined if the denominator here is 0. Okay, understand that it's a fraction of another fraction. This whole fraction is also a denominator. Okay, so the possibilities here are that x is equal to 0 or 1 plus 1 over x equals 0. Okay, so in this case, if you move the 1 over, it's going to be like 1 over x equal to -1. If I move this 1 over to -1, then we can get rid of the denominator if we times by x here, and then we times by x there, and then there we times also by x and times by x there, and then the denominator common, we can just drop this and that, for what we have now, we have like x equal to a second, I think. Okay, okay, yes, we need to get rid of the denominator, or we can just cross multiply. I think it's easier that way. Yes, we will do like x times -1, and then we also do 1 times 1. Okay, that's easier this way. So this means x times -1 is -x, and then 1 times 1 is 1. So if I move the negatives over, that makes x equal -1. So therefore, the denominator will be undefined. I mean, the expression will be undefined if x is 0 or x equal to -1. That was question 1. Question 2 says that solve the equation. Now, we can apply the same property of cross multiplication. You know, let me rewrite it over here. The expression is x minus 1 over x all over, all over x plus 1 over x equal to 1. Now 1 here is like over 1. Okay, so we can just do this denominator here times by 1, and then we take also the other numerator here times also by 1 over there. So this will make what? This will make x plus 1 over x equal to x minus 1 over x. Now, if I move the -1 over x over, okay, and before you can do that, you can see that this x and that x can be simplified because the same quantity, both sides of the equal sign can be simplified. And if I move that over, it will be 1 over x plus 1 over x equals 0. And then 1 over x plus 1 over x makes 2 over x equals 0. This expression is possible. It's not possible because unless x here is equal to this expression is possible only if x here is infinite. Okay, only if x is infinite, because dividing by infinity is 0. Um, 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 if this is possible only if x is infinite. So because the rule says that any number divided by infinite equal to 0. Okay. Okay, we have another question here, K. It says that consider the equation of a hyperbolic function that we see there. The question says, for what value of x will the equation be undefined? Okay, you know that the equation is undefined if the denominator is 0. So over here, it's if x minus 2 is equal to 0. So I'll say here 1. So it is undefined if x minus 2 is 0, which means basically if x is equal to 2. Now, question 2 says, by making x the subject of the equation, show that the equation is also not defined for y equal 4. Now, the equation is given by y equal to 3 over x minus 2 plus 4, okay? And if I need to make x subject of the formula, I will move first the 4 over. So it's going to be like y minus 4 equal to 3 over x minus 2. Then I know that the denominator here is just 1. We can cross multiply, okay? I will do this all times that, and then equal to 1 here times 3. So this will be what? X minus 2 times y minus 4, okay, equal to 3. Now, if I need to make x subject of the formula, I will divide here by y minus 4, and then also by y minus 4. Then this will be x minus 2 equal to 3 over y minus 4. Now, I'll move the negative 2 over. That makes x equal to 3 over y minus 4 plus 2. Now, this equation is not expressed in terms of x, in terms of y, but x is subject of the formula. Now, this equation is proven that it cannot be, it's not defined for y equal 4, because if y equal 4, the equation will be 0. Look here. If we substitute 4 by y, then it will be x equal to 3 over 0 plus 2, while 3 over 0 is undefined, and then consequently 3 over 0 plus 2 is also undefined. So the function will not be defined if y equal to 4. Thank you. Well, we have a question here. Question S is that there were 600 spectators at a tennis match. Of these, 144 were children and were twice as many, and there were twice as many men as women. Determine how many women were there. All right. Okay. Let's for instance, we're looking for the number of women. Okay. Let's say women. The number of women is X. Let's call it like that. Let's say the number of women here is just X. And therefore, the number of men will be 2x. Okay, because it says that twice as many men. Okay, so this is 2x. Then total number of spectators are 600. So it's like 600 spectators is equal to 144, the number of children, plus 2x, the number of men, plus x, the number of women. Okay, so if I move the 144 over this one, in other words, I minus by 144 both sides. Okay, 600 minus 144 is 466. So that makes like 466. Okay, mark right. 600 minus 144, 456, I meant. 456 equal to 3x, okay? So to get the value of x, we divide both sides by 3, and then 456 divided by 3 would be 152. Okay, just make sure. Divide by 3. Yes, that makes 152. So this means x is equal to 152. Remember, we did let that x is the number of women. Okay, so therefore, there were 152 women. Thank you. Well, question M says that tickets to the DJ SBU concert cost 200 Rand and 300 Rand. A total cost of 250 tickets were sold. The total amount taken for the show was 55,000. Determine how many of the tickets were sold. How many of each of the tickets were sold? Okay. We can say this. Okay, let's, for instance, let the number of 200 Rand tickets be X, okay? And the number of the 300 Rand ticket be Y, because we don't know how many of each were sold exactly. So we give them variables name X and Y, for instance. Now the total number of tickets were total number of tickets is 250. Okay, from here we can make an equation. So this means that X tickets of 200 Rand plus Y tickets of 300 Rand makes 250 tickets. Okay. Now we can also make another equation. We can call this equation 1. We can also make another equation by looking at here. If X tickets of 200 Rand were sold, meaning the money that we receive from 200 Rand from these X tickets will be 200x Rand, okay? Because as I was saying, this is the number of the tickets that were sold for 200 Rand. So the money collected from this will be 200 times the number of the tickets sold. So this is 200x. Similarly, this will be 300 Y equal to how much? 55,000 Rand. Okay, so we can call this equation 2. Now we have like a system of 2 equations where we can solve them simultaneously. We can solve this by substitution. If, for instance, I consider equation 1, from equation 1, we have like x plus y equal to 250, right? We can make y subject of the formula. So you can say like y equal to 250 minus x. Then we can substitute this value, okay, in equation 2. So this will be 200x plus, instead of say 300y, I am going to substitute by its value, okay? The value of y is 250 minus x. Then this will be like 200x plus 300 times that, 300 times that, 300 times times 250 makes 75,000. So I make 75,000 minus 300x. This is equal to 55,000. Okay, so now 200 minus 300x. Okay, this and this are like terms. We can combine them. That makes negative 100x, and then we can move this over, and then this will be equal to 55,000 minus, 75,000, and that makes like 100. Negative 100x equal to negative 20,000. 20,000. So we divide both sides by negative, negative 100, and then we'll get x will be equal to 200. So basically, 200 tickets that cost 200 rand were sold, and then we can substitute in here to find, you can see, and y will be like 250 minus 200, which means 50. So and then 50 tickets that cost 200 rand were sold. We can double check the solution if you see, for instance, 200. Okay, because we say 200x plus 300 y were equal to 55,000. Okay, we can check if we substitute the values of 200 here, 200 for, sorry, if I sub x for 200 and then y for 50 there, and then check if we're gonna get 55,000. So we can say 200, okay, times x, so I say 200 plus 300 y, which is 50, and then check if this is 55,000. Yes, it is. So this means this answer x is 200, okay, and y is 50,000. So we can say therefore there were 200 tickets that costs 200 rand, and then 50 tickets that cost 300 rand. Thank you. Well, we have another question here that says the length of a rectangle field is 3 meters more than its breadth. The area of the field is 70 meters squared. Calculate the length of the field. Well, situation like this, I always believe it's better if we draw a diagram. Okay, let's say this is the field. It is said that the length is 3 meters more than the width, the breadth. Okay, the breadth is like x. Always situation like this, better start by identifying this. Let's just say like the length is 3 meters more than the breadth. Okay, I'm gonna call the breadth x. Okay, and then because this is x, then I can say the length then will be x plus 3. Okay, this is x and that's x plus 3. Now they say the area is the space here. This space here is 70 meters squared. Okay, calculate the length of the field. So we do know that the area of a rectangle is equal to length times breadth. Okay, so the area will be so x, okay, the length is x plus 3 multiplied by x, and then area is given to be 70. Okay, so that means what? 70 equal to x squared plus 3x, because we times x by x and then by 3 also, and then this makes we can write x squared plus 3x minus 70 excuse me, equals 0. Now we can solve this by factorization. If I write 70 here, I can list the factors of 70 in ascending order. They are 1 and 70, okay, 2 and 35, not 3, not 4, but 5, yes, 5 and 14, 7 and 10, and that is all. Now, I want to say then which factor of 70 will make positive 3. The factors we can make positive 3 are 7 and 10. So this is possible if it's negative 7 and then positive 10. So over here, I can just place in minus 7 and then plus 10. Now, this means, according to our law, that says that A times B equals 0, implies that A is 0, or it's B 0. Then this means x minus 7 is 0, or x plus 10 is 0. So this means x equal to 7 or x equal to -10. You know that the length, okay, cannot be a negative number. The length of a rectangle cannot be negative. So this part is not applicable. So the only correct answer here is x equal to 7. Okay. Well, we have a question here, question O. The question says that the area of a room in a house has the following measurements as indicated on the diagram below. If the total area of the room is 43 meters squared, calculate the value of x. All right. Okay, this shape that you can see here is not a regular shape like square, rectangle, triangle, whatever. So those are types of irregular shapes, sometimes called composite shapes, okay? Situations like this, we need to break the area into different regular shapes. Like over here, for instance, I can see that we can break it into, let's say, this area. Okay, we have like two area. Now we have like two regular shapes. Okay, so now we have this one, this area, and we also have like this other area, this one in yellow. Okay, now let's start with the area in yellow. The measurements are like you can see this part is x plus 3 over 2. Okay, over here is the whole thing that is 8 meters. Okay, so if this part is x plus 3 over 2, this part also will be x plus 3 over 2. Okay, from only on the yellow parts. Okay, now on the other side, if this is 2x and then this is 2 meters, we understand that this part is also 2 meters. So this part here is 2 meters. So it means 2x plus 2 meters. So it's just a shape of a rectangle. So we do know that the area of the rectangle is given by length times breadth. So this will be the area of the rectangle. Will be you can call it area 1 or whatever, and area 2. Okay. Then area 1 will be equal to x plus 3 over 2 multiplied. Okay, we can use brackets for multiply by 2x plus 2. And then we can times x times 2x, x times 2, and then 3 times that, and 3 over 2 times that also. So this will be a1 will be equal to x times 2x makes 2x squared, x times 2 makes 2x, 3 over 2 times 2x. Okay, let's write like that, 3 over 2 times 2x, and then plus 3 over 2 times 2. Now this will be 2x squared plus over here we can simplify these 2 and 2. It makes 3x. And there also we can simplify that, and that answer is just 3. So this area 1 is expressed by 2x squared plus 3x plus 3. Okay. Now area 2, then the smaller area here, because the whole thing here is 8 meters, and from there to there it's x plus 3 as that side. Okay, so this part here, therefore this part here will be 8 minus x plus 3 over 2. Okay, or we can simplify that. That makes 8 minus x minus 3 over 2. And then that will make 13 over 2. 13 over 2 minus x. That makes 13 over 2 minus x. You can check in the calculator. 8 minus 3 over 2. 8 minus 3 over 2. And that's 13 over 2, yes. 13 over 2 minus x. Now, area 2 will be 2 meters multiplied by 13 over 2 minus x. So this will be what? Area 2 will be equal to 2 multiplied by 13 over 2 minus 2x. And then 2 multiplied by 13 over 2 just 13 minus 2x. So area 2 is that. Now, the total area then will be area 1 plus area 2. Okay? So this will be 2x squared plus 3x plus 3 plus 13 minus 2x. That's the total area. And this makes like 2x squared plus 3x here minus 2x makes x. And then 3 plus 13 makes, excuse me, 16. Now, the question says that the total area is just 43 meters squared. So sorry. So in this case, we are going to add this to 13 to 43, okay, 43 meters squared. Now, if I move 43 over, that makes 2x squared plus x plus 16 minus 43 equals 0. And then 16 minus 43, let's just do it here. 16 minus 43, that's negative 27. So that makes 2x squared plus x minus 27 equals 0. Now we can solve this by factorization. You know, we will do 2 times negative 27, which is negative 54. Okay, these 2 times negative 27. And then the factors of 54 are 1 and 54. Okay, 2 and 27. 3 and let's just calculate 54 divided by 54 divided by 3 is 18. Yes, 3 and 18. And by 6 is 9. So 6 and 9. What else? But we don't see any couple here that can make a sum to -1, meaning something is missing here, something wrong. Let me double check. Oh yes, over here we didn't do 2x plus 3x, which makes 5x, not, okay, over here it was 5x. So that was that 5x, but didn't really change much, I think. Relax. It's just 5x there, and then 5x here, minus 2x, it makes 3x. Yes, it's 3x here, correct. Now, yes, plus 3x. So now, we're looking for a couple that can make sum equal to 3, and it's possible if it's -6 and +9. Now, the quadratic equation here can be written as 2x squared minus 6x. Okay, instead of me writing 3x, I'm going to say minus 6x plus 9x minus 27 equals 0. So note that this part is just positive 3x. Then we can factorize by grouping this and this. We can take 2x for common factor, and this one and that one we can take 9 for common factor. And then if I take 2x for common factor, they're left with x minus 3, and there also if I take 9 out, it's going to be x minus 3. Okay, note that we must always have these two common. If they're not common, meaning factorization way, we factorize it wrong here, or we selected the wrong couple over there. So this will make 2x plus 9 factor of x minus 3 equals 0. And then this means 2x plus 9 is 0, or x minus 3 is 0. And that makes x will be equal to, if you move the 9 over, it's going to be negative, and divide by 2, it's going to be negative 9 over 2 over here, or x is equal to 3. So negative 9 over 2 cannot be the solution here, because the length cannot be a negative number. Okay, so x is the only solution here. So x is equal to 3. Thank you. Well, the question here says that solve for x and represent your answer on a number line. All right. We have like 9x lesser than or equal to 6x minus 10 lesser than 14. What this means? This simply means that 9x is lesser than or equal to 6x minus 10, and 6x minus 10 is lesser than 14. Okay, we can break it that way. So if I move the 9x over, it's going to be like 0 is lesser than, okay. I'll move the 9x over and then the negative 10 on the other side. So it becomes like 10. 10, if I move it over, is lesser than or equal to 6x minus 3x, which means that 10 is lesser than or equal to negative 3x. So if I divide both sides by negative 3, this will become like negative 10 over 3 is greater or equal to x, or x is lesser than or equal to 10 over 3, negative 10 over 3. That's one side. On the other side, 6x minus 10 is lesser than 14. Can be written like 6x is lesser than 14 plus 10, and then that makes 6x is lesser than 24. So if I move the negative 10, it becomes 24. So we can divide both sides by 6 there, and then we have x lesser than or lesser than 4. Now we can understand it better in the number line. If I want to draw my number line here, I'll place negative 10 over 3 there, and then 4 over there. Now, this answer says lesser than or equal to negative 10 over 3. So this means this part, full, both up, and then there it says lesser than 4. So meaning I place an open circle there. Now let me draw my solutions. Lesser than 10 over 3 will be like this way, okay? And then lesser than 4 will be this other way, okay? Now we're going to look at the intersection. Where they intersect? They intersect over here. This part here is where they intersect actually. So this is where the solution is. Therefore, x is lesser than or equal to negative 10 over 3. So this is the final answer here. Okay. Thank you.